Unusual Tales from Mythology by Sudha Murty. A Pigeon's Weight. Shibi, the grandson of King Yayati, grew up to be a famous and compassionate king and the ruler of Kashi. He frequently donated items from the royal supplies to his subjects and the underprivileged. As time went by, stories of Shibi's generosity reached Indra. How can a human being be so generous with everybody? He thought. These incidents must be exaggerated. I should test Shibi myself and find out the truth. So Indra requested his friend Agni, the god of fire, to help him with this task. Together they altered themselves to take the form of an eagle and a pigeon. One morning, Shibi was in his court discussing matters of the state. Suddenly, a pigeon flew into the room looking very distressed. To everyone's surprise, it said in a loud human voice, "Sire, please save me. An eagle is following me because he wants to kill and eat me. I have heard that you protect everyone who comes to you. Will you do the same for me?" Shibi smiled. Yes, that is correct. But in the natural order of life, one animal is usually the food of another. Won't I be interfering with the law of nature by not allowing a bird to chase its prey? Had I not come to you, I would have been dead and eaten by now. But I am here with the sole purpose of surrendering myself to you. Isn't it your duty to do right by me? Tell me, how will you choose between your duty and the law of nature? Shibi fell silent and thought for a moment about the duties of a king. It is my duty to protect whoever asks me for shelter. Dharma is dharma. I will protect even an enemy if they asked for it. He thought. So Shibi agreed, and the pigeon flew and sat on the king's thigh. Minutes passed, and an eagle swooped into the room, looking around sharply for its prey. When it spotted the pigeon on the king's thigh, the eagle spoke. King Shibi, I hear that you are a great soul, but I am absolutely ravenous and I want to hunt and eat my prey, which is sitting on you. You must allow me to do so, because all species of nature have the right to the food of their choice. Shibi nodded his head. Yes, everyone must be allowed to do so. So tell me, what would you like to eat? I will ensure that it is served. I don't need your help to get my food, retorted the eagle. I can hunt on my own and I like to be independent. Allow me to pursue the pigeon there. It is going to be my meal today. Shibi again tried to convince the eagle not to kill the pigeon, but the eagle was in no mood to give in. Towards the end of the discussion, Shibi said, Please, I can't allow this pigeon to be your prey. Present me with an alternate solution and I will abide by it. If that is so, King, then I want flesh from your right thigh, replied the eagle. And the weight of the flesh should equal the weight of the pigeon. The court fell silent. How dare the eagle ask for such a thing? Shibby, however, was not perturbed. He looked at the eagle and agreed. He called for the weighing machine and instructed the pigeon to sit on one pan. On the other, he cut a big chunk off his right thigh and placed the flesh on the empty pan. Unfortunately, the flesh was less than the pigeon's weight, and the scale was out of balance. So Shibby cut some more of his flesh, and yet the scale remained unequal. King Shibby continued cutting his flesh a few more times, but the scale still remained unbalanced. In fact, it didn't even budge from the original point. All the courtiers were surprised and concerned. What would the king do now? With limited options in sight, Shibby decided to sit on the pan and give his life in order to save the pigeons. So he sat on the pan himself, and to his surprise, the pigeon and the eagle vanished. Within seconds, they reappeared in their original avatars, that of Indra and Agni. Both the gods addressed the king. Shibby, you are indeed the most generous of all beings on this planet. You were ready to lay down your life for a small pigeon because you had given him your word. Your wounds will heal within minutes. The world will remember you not as a king, but as a benevolent and pious emperor who kept his promises even to the smallest of animals. We bless you and all your future deeds. That is why today Shibby is still remembered for his kind heart and extraordinary generosity. The end.